Hi, my name is Janelle. I am 23. I'm from California, and I want to demonstrate today some of my favorite cosmetics from NYX. And I already did one of my eyes, if you can see that. And I'm going to do the other eye. So first, I get my foundation brush, and I use the HD primer. I just apply one pump, and I apply it a little bit on my eye just so my eyeshadow can stand, and just apply it all over. Then I get one of my eye brushes, my eyeshadow brushes, and I'm using the Runway collection with these colors, and I'm choosing one of these light colors right here. And I'm moving it under the eye, right under the eyebrow, and blend it in all over. Now after that, I get like a tissue, just any tissue, bring it from the end of the eye to the end of the eyebrow. And you want to get a darker color and blend it from the very end of the eye. So you use your first color as a base to make the eyebrows brighter and the eye brighter, and then you get a darker color and blend it in the creases. Keep blending it. After you're done blending it, you're going to get a darker color, which I'm using the black, and dab it just in the very corners, just dab it. And then bring it in, you're going to bring it in this way, and blend it with the base. Now I like to use a tissue so it doesn't get all over, the eyeshadow doesn't get all over the place. It just gives it that nice line at the end, if you can see that. Now, you can use a Q-tip, just a regular Q-tip, and just clean the areas that you just kind of don't need. And I like to do this because I usually get a lot of compliments, like when I go out or when I do my friend's makeup. When we go out, it's just fun. It's just something I like to do, and I love it because the cosmetics, it's like so much good quality for such a good price. You know, you spend so much money on all this cosmetics when there's NYX that's high quality with great prices. So you get more for a better price. So after I'm done blending, I can go back to the base and then blend the dark color back in. And I really don't like that. And after that, after I'm done doing that, I get my black pencil liner and I start from the very beginning of my eyebrow right here to the middle, and start from the very beginning to the middle of the eye, do an arch, and then bring it down to the end of the eye, and do the same for the top. And then after that, I get my cake powder, which is for my eyebrows, and I get this angle brush, if you can see it's an angle, and I use the dark shadow to blend inside after. Doing that, blend the eyeshadow inside and gives it that color. After I'm done with that, I brush it back again. And I like to do my eyeshadow first because then I feel like my foundation doesn't get all messy and stuff. So then I get my foundation, and I love it because I'm half black and I'm half naked, and it's really hard to find a foundation or powder my complexion because I'm not that light and I'm not that dark. So this one is my favorite. And I just use a couple of pumps and I blend it in all over my face. And a little bit goes a very long way because it's a full coverage foundation. And just blend it all over like that. And then after that, I use my HD Studio palette. And then I get my powder brush. And I like it because it's like a biggest grind. Just very little, you just need very little, you dab it. And dab it all over. And blend it all over the face. That. Dab it. After I have my full face full coverage, I get my eyelashes and I just place very little glue. Just blow it so it doesn't get too wet on the eye. Just gently drop the eyelashes on top. Not on the eyelid, but the very tip of the eyelashes. Just hold it until it gets a good grip with the glue. And the glue eventually dries. It does go on white, but it eventually dries. So then, I like to get my liquid eyeliner and go over my eyelashes. There we go. Just make sure it's the same length as the other side. I like mine to be a little long because I have big eyes and so now that my eyes are done, and then I like to get two blushes. One is a liner, I use it as a highlighter, which is this one, which is PB12, which is very nice for my complexion. Like I said, I'm not too dark, but I'm not too light. I'm like in between. And I like to use PB17. So I use the highlighter first, and I just dab it under with my powder brush. take a darker one and blend it. And just blend it like that. So now I have my rosy cheeks. You just want to keep it right at your cheekbone. And just blend it back and forth. Make sure there's no lines in that. Now if you see, this eye is dark and this one isn't. I don't have eyeliner at the bottom. So the same liner that I used for my eyebrows, I just apply it under my eyes. And this actually makes the eye smaller and deeper and darker. I think it's a good look when you're going out at night. And then my favorite is my black label lipstick, which is, what color is that? BLL107. And I think it's like the most perfect red for my complexion. And I just use a little foundation, just dab it on my finger. You can use concealer. And I just put a little bit over the lips to give it a matte finish. And you just and then that's it. And now I'm ready to go. So what I did is I applied my HD primer on the eye, just this one, and then I did it all over my face. I applied the foundation, which is the HD Studio foundation, all over my face. Then I used my 10 color eyeshadow palette from the Runway collection. I used 3 colors. I used the light one for the base, the gray for a dark color for the creases, and I used the dark black at the end for the shadow. And then I used my black liner pencil for under the eyebrows to shape the eyebrow, also for under the eye. My cake palette to fill in my eyebrows inside. And my liquid eyeliner. I can find that. And the liquid liner. I used liquid liner. I can't find it right now because I have all this makeup everywhere. Oh, here. Right here. Just thin liquid liner. And I applied it on top of the eye. And I used my lashes. See how it's there. And I would say that is a fast, easy way for a good evening look. That's it. Get it close.